I like working at Fire Chief as it's a fantastic team who all work very hard and are all very good at what they do.
Burns happen in the blink of an eye. We often say that we all take for granted that nothing's going to happen to us. So we all need to remember that we have a responsibility to ourselves, our families, our children, to keep ourselves safe.
Every 6 days, someone dies in a fire started by cigarettes or smoking materials.
Cooking fires are the main cause of fire in the home.
40% of people are unsure of the signs of CO poisoning. Cooking, that's a big one, it's where a lot of fires start. Candles, smoking.
Lithium-ion batteries, so scooters, phones, bikes.
So some of the biggest fire risks that people have, I would say, in a modern day world, is lithium-ion batteries. The type of batteries that can be recharged.
Carbon monoxide is known as a silent killer. You can't see it, taste it, or smell it. And it comes from appliances that don't burn their fuel efficiently.
Coal, oil, gas. I think the Safer Homes campaign is really important from an education perspective. Unfortunately, studies do show that people just aren't aware of the fire risks and how they can mitigate them. So the more awareness that we can get out there, the better.
The difference between a door being open and a door being closed is literally the difference between life and death in some circumstances.
Midday, and the carbon monoxide alarm started beeping. We were a bit like, what's going on here? What do we do? Why is it beeping? At first I actually thought my daughters had just pressed it and they were just testing it, but then it kept getting louder and louder.
A friend of mine who was probably about 5 or 6 years younger than me, he'd actually gone to the bathroom upstairs and heard some kids playing out in the garden, and he wanted to see what was going on, so he climbed up on the windowsill and obviously didn't see the candle that was there, and yeah, his clothes caught alight, and I can just so vividly remember that from my childhood.
I'll never forget a family member coming home from school telling me that there'd been a house fire and one of his school friends had been killed in the fire.
A couple of fire instances I know of personally. I remember growing up and I was told that a distant relative had actually died in a house fire. So it was always drilled into me from quite a young age to be really careful around candles and open flames.
Going to bed at about 10:30 one evening, heard this very loud, strange noise. Looked out the window, and we live in a village, and one of our neighbours' thatched roofs was on fire.
We did used to feel quite nauseous and quite lightheaded, but how you normally think, maybe overworked, a bit tired, and my girls are quite delicate, so we just thought they were just having an off day. Now knowing that it was actually carbon monoxide effects that we were experiencing. Definitely get a carbon monoxide alarm in your house and find out if you have one or not, but definitely get one. I'd say approach your local community centres and find out where you can get one.
I think a lot of people don't think that they need them because they don't think it's going to happen to them. But it can make a big difference as to how deep the burn is or how somebody recovers from a burn injury.
The carbon monoxide, because it was in the whole household, the engineers that had come had actually said that you are so lucky to be alive. If I hadn't had the carbon monoxide alarm, I don't know if I would be even here today talking to you.
It's just about, I guess, increasing our awareness and knowing what to do.
Is there anything that you do in your own home from the information that you've learned working in the fire industry?
Yeah, well, definitely for me, working in the fire industry has had that impact. I'm much more aware now of fire risks. You know, getting the basics right, making sure you've got the detectors, making sure they're working. I like the reassurance of having a couple of products around, a fire blanket and a fire extinguisher, small fire extinguisher. If I should need it and I can't escape, then I've got that to hand to be able to use.
We are assured.
We are sustainable.
We are innovative.
We are customer first.
We are plain speaking.